Hey students, welcome back to Lakshya Education Online. This is the fifth episode of chapter number 14, Statistics. In this episode, we are going to study mode. It is the other measure of central tendency. In case of undistributed data, the mode is the number or the observation which is repeated maximum number of time, or we can say which has maximum frequency. That number is called mode. Let us take an example from your textbook. In your textbook on page number 273, see example number 4. The data is given: wicket taken by a bowler in 10 cricket matches. Its data is given and the wickets are 2, 6, 4, 5, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2 and 3. See the data. In this data you can see which number is repeated maximum number of times, or we can say which number has maximum frequency. You can see here 2 has maximum frequency. It means the bowler has taken 2 wickets in maximum number of matches, and here the frequency of 2 is 3. It means the bowler has taken 2 wickets in 3 matches. So as 2 has maximum frequency, so here in this data mode is 2, or we can say that mode is 2 wickets. So this is how we have understood how to find mode of undistributed data, which you have studied in 9th standard. Now in 10th standard we have to understand how to find mode in distributed data. In exercise number 14.2, the sums are given in tabular form, that is distributed data, and you have to find the mode of that data. To find the mode of distributed data, we have a formula. You must remember this formula first of all. The formula is mode z equal to L plus into bracket f1 minus f0 upon 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 multiplied by h. First of all, you have to remember this formula and you have to understand the terms. Here z is the symbol for mode. Now what are these other terms? L is lower boundary point or lower boundary of modal class. Now what is this modal class? That we will see in the questions. First of all, you just remember all these terms. H is class length, that you know very well. F1 is the frequency of modal class. F0 is the frequency of class preceding the modal class, and F2 is the frequency of class succeeding the modal class. Now to understand this formula and how to use it, let us take a question from exercise 14.2. So let's move on to exercise number 14.2 and let us see how to find mode of distributed data. So here is the question from exercise 14.2, question number 1. The question is, here we have a data which shows the ages of patients admitted in a hospital during a year. From this data, we have to find the mode as well as the mean. Now in this episode, we are going to understand about mode. So I will show how to find mode. Let us see first of all. In the data we have age in distributed form, means classes are given, and number of patients means the frequency is given. The age group from 5 to 15 years, number of patients is 6. 15 to 25 years, 11 patients. 25 to 35 years, 21 is the frequency. 35 to 45 years, 23. 45 to 55 years, 14 patients, and 55 to 65 years, 5 patients. So this is the given data. Now from this data we have to find the mode. First of all, as we know the formula of mode, it is z equal to L plus f1 minus f0 upon 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Now we have to get all these terms from this given data. As we discussed above, that what these terms are. First of all, we have to pick up the modal class. Now what is the meaning of modal class? In the given data, the modal class is the class which has highest frequency or maximum frequency. So from the given frequencies, we can say which is the maximum number. It is 23. So here highest frequency is 23. Therefore the class containing 23 highest frequency is called the modal class. So here I'm highlighting this class. You have to do this way in your exam. First of all, you have to pick up the highest frequency and you have to highlight that class. Now we will write that maximum frequency is 23, therefore modal class is 35 to 45. This is our modal class. Now what is L? We know that L is the lower boundary point of the modal class. Means the lower boundary is here 35. So in this case L equals to 35. Then we have to get H. H is the class length. Here we can see in the given classes 5 to 15, 15 to 25, 25 to 35. This is continuous distribution. Therefore class length equal to upper boundary minus lower boundary, 15 minus 5, that is 10. So here class length H is 10. Then we have to get F1. We have seen above that F1 is the frequency of the modal class. Now you can see here modal class is 35 to 45. Its frequency means the highest frequency is 23. Therefore F1 is 23. In short, we can say that F1 is the highest frequency. Now we have to get F0. F0 is the frequency of the class preceding modal class. Preceding means previous. So we have modal class 35 to 45. Its previous frequency is 21. So in this case F0 is 21. And F2 is the frequency of class succeeding the modal class. Succeeding means next class. So the next class of modal class is 45 to 55 and its frequency is 14. So here in this case F2 equals to 14. Now you should write all these terms here for your convenience. You should write here this is F1, this is F0 and this one is F2. Maximum frequency is F1, its previous frequency is F0 and its next frequency is F2. H is the class length and L is the lower limit of the modal class, and we know the modal class is the class with highest frequency. So this is the whole data which we have to use in the formula. Now we have to find the mode. So we will apply all these values in the formula of mode. So Z equal to L. Here we have L equals to 35. 35 plus into bracket F1 minus F0. Here F1 is 23 minus F0 is 21 upon 2F1, that is 2 multiplied by 23 minus F0, that is 21 minus F2, that is 14, multiply by H, it is 10. So here we have applied all the values. Now we have to do the calculation to find mode. 35 plus 23 minus 21 is 2. 2 multiplied by 23 is 46 minus, here minus 21 minus 14 multiplied by 10. So Z equals to 35 plus 2 upon 46. Here the remaining two terms are negative terms. Minus 21 minus 14 is 35 multiplied by 10. Now I am doing the remaining calculation here. Z equals to 35 plus 2 upon 46 minus 35. It is 11 multiplied by 10. Therefore, we get 35 plus 2 multiplied by 10 is 20 divided by 11. And now you have to divide 20 by 11 and get the value. You will get 1.8. Therefore, 35 plus 1.8, if you add them, you will get 36.8. Therefore, here mode of this data is 36.8. As this mode is about the age of patients, therefore we can write that mode equals to 36.8 years. So this is the way how we can obtain the mode of a data which is given in distributed form. Now here in the same question, further it is given that you have to find the mean of the given data. That you have to do yourself because you know how to find the mean. The answer I'm telling you, you will get the answer of mean 35.37 years. Now the further question is, you have to interpret the two measures of central tendency. Now what is the meaning of interpreting two measures of central tendency? Here mode we obtained 36.8 years and the mean you will get is 35.37 years. Mode is the maximum frequency, or we can say nearly maximum frequency. Here we can interpret that the mode is 36.8 years. It means the maximum number of patients have age nearby 36.8 years. And the mean is 35.37 years. It means the average age of all patients is 35.37 years because mean is average. So this is the interpretation of these two values of central tendency. Now let us take one more question from the exercise 14.2. Now the next question we are taking from exercise 14.2, question number 3. See the question. Here we have a data of total monthly household expenditure of 200 families. We have to find the modal monthly expenditure from the given data. See here, the classes are given for expenditure rupees 1000 to 1500 and the number of families, that is the frequency, is 24. Then the second class is 15 to 2000, 40 families, then 2000 to 2500, 33 families, 2500 to 3000, 28 families, 3000 to 3500, 30 families, 3500 to 4000, 22 families, 4000 to 4500, 16, and 4500 to 5000, 7 families. So this is the given data. We have to get the mode. Now whenever you have to find mode, first of all you have to get maximum frequency. Check here which is the maximum frequency. Here the maximum frequency is 40. So we will first of all highlight this class along with this frequency. And this class is the modal class. So we will write here maximum frequency is 40. Therefore modal class is 1500 to 2000. This is our modal class. Now we have to get L. We know L is the lower boundary point of modal class. So here lower limit is 1500, L equals to 1500. Then we will get H. H is the class length. You can see here in the classes 1000 to 1500, 1500 to 2000. All the classes have equal class length. Upper limit minus lower limit 1500 minus 1000. So here class length H equals to 500. Now as we know that the maximum frequency is called F1. So F1 equals to 40. Now F0 is its preceding frequency, means its previous frequency. It is 24. So we'll write F0 equals to 24 and F2 is the next frequency of modal frequency. So it is 33. So F2 equals to 33. We will write here this is F1, its previous is F0 and the next is F2. F0, F1, F2. Now we know the formula to find mean. It is Z equals to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. We have got all the values. Let us apply. So Z equals to L equals to 1500 plus into bracket F1 40 minus F0 24 upon 2F1. It is 2 into 40 minus F0 24 minus F2 33 multiply by H. It is 500. Let us solve this. 1500 plus 40 minus 24, 16 upon 40 into 2 is 80 minus, it is here minus 24 minus 33, it is 57 multiply by 500. Further 1500 plus 16 upon 80 minus 57, you will get 23 multiply by 500. Now 1500 plus, as there is no cancellation possible here, therefore we will multiply these two numbers. 16 multiplied by 5 is 80 and there are two zeros, so this is 8000 divided by 23. So you got 1500 plus 8000 divided by 23. For the further calculation, you have to divide 8000 by 23 and get what you get. Do this division. So if you divide 8000 by 23, you will get 347.83. So if we add these two numbers, 1500 plus 347.83, you will get 1847. You will get 1847.83. So here in this case we get the mode Z equal to 1847.83 as this is monthly expenditure. So we will write here rupees 1847.83. This is the mode of this given data. So students, this is the way we can get the mode in the case of distributed data. It is comparatively easy method to find mode compared to find mean, what we have seen earlier. Now in the same question which we did, you have to find the mean, you have to do it yourself. Whenever the mode and mean you have to find both together in one sum, you should use step deviation method to find mean. As we have seen in episode number 4, when the mean of the data is given and there is missing frequency, how to find missing frequency. Now the same thing we can apply here in case of mode. If the mode of the data is given and there is missing frequency, how to find it. This kind of sum is not there in your textbook. I'm taking a sum out of your textbook where the mode of the data is given and there are two missing frequencies and you have to find the missing frequencies. Let us see how to find missing frequencies when the mode of the distributed data is given. So here is our question. It is an extra question, not from your textbook, and it is very important question. The question is, in the frequency distribution of 165 observations, mode is given, it is 34.5. There are two missing frequencies A and B and we have to find these missing frequencies. The data is classes and frequencies are given. The classes are 5 to 14, frequency is 5, 14 to 23, 11 frequency, 23 to 32, the frequency is missing, it is A, that we have to find. Then next is 32 to 41 class, frequency is 53, 41 to 50, frequency again missing frequency B, 50 to 59, frequency is 16 and 59 to 68 frequency is 10. So this is the given data. Here first of all, we will get sigma fi. Sigma fi is the total frequency. We have to add the numbers except A and B, do the addition. It is 95 plus A plus B. So here we got sigma fi equals to 95 plus A plus B. Now first of all, as we know that the total observations is given, it is 165. It means n equals to sigma fi equals to 165. Now we can get A plus B from these terms. As sigma fi equals to 95 plus A plus B and sigma fi equals to 165, we can compare both of them. We get 95 plus A plus B equals to 165. Therefore, we get A plus B equals to 165 minus 95. Therefore, we get A plus B equals to 70. This is a result which we will use in the calculation later on. Now, as we have to find the mode, first of all, we will get the modal class. We know the modal class is the class with maximum frequency. Here maximum frequency is 53. Therefore, modal class will be 32 to 41. Therefore, from this modal class, we can get L. L is the lower boundary of the modal class. It is 32. Now we can get class length. Here the classes are 5 to 14, 14 to 23, 23 to 32. It means it is continuous frequency distribution. Therefore, class length is equal to upper limit minus lower limit, 14 minus 5, it is 9. 9 is here class length. Now as maximum frequency is 53, this is F1, its previous frequency is F0 and its next frequency is F2. So here we can write f1 equals to 53, f0 equals to A, and f2 equals to B. So these are the required data which we can use to find mode. Now we will apply the formula mode z equals to L plus f1 minus f0 upon 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Here in the question mode is given and it is 34.5. So let us apply the value of mode 34.5 equals to L, we have got it 32 plus into bracket f1 is 53 minus f0 is A upon 2f1, that is 2 into 53, minus f0 minus f2, that is minus A minus B, multiply by h is 9. So these are the values which we have applied. Further, 34.5 equals to 32 plus 53 minus A upon 53 multiplied by 2. It is 106 minus A minus B multiplied by 9. Now we can send this 32 on the other side. 34.5, this positive 32 will become negative. So 34.5 minus 32 equals to 53 minus A upon 106. Now if we take this minus sign common, we will get A plus B into bracket. So here, as the negative sign is taken out common, in the bracket the sign before B will be changed. It will become A plus B multiplied by 9. 34.5 minus 32, 2.5 equals to 53 minus A upon 106 minus. Now here we will apply the value of A plus B which we have obtained earlier. Earlier we have obtained the value of A plus B, it is 70, which we can apply in the further calculation. So A plus B equals to 70. So here we will apply A plus B equals to 70 multiplied by 9. Therefore 2.5 equals to 53 minus A upon 106 minus 70 is 36 and 9. Now here we can cancel out these terms. We know that 9 into 4 will be 36. So here we get 4. So we get 2.5 equals to 53 minus A upon 4. Now you send this 4 on the other side, it will be multiplied to 2.5. 2.5 multiplied by 4 equals to 53 minus A. 2.5 multiplied by 4 will be 10 equals to 53 minus A. Therefore, we want to get A. This minus A, if I send on the other side, it will be positive A equals to 53. This 10 will go to the other side, minus 10. Therefore, A equals to, we get 53 minus 10 equals to 43. This is the value of A, that is one of the missing frequencies. Now as we know that A plus B equals to 70. To get B, we can apply the value of A in this form. Therefore, A equals to 43 plus B equals to 70. Therefore, B equals to 70 minus 43. Therefore, we get B equals to 27. So this is the way how we get two missing frequencies, A equals to 43 and B equals to 27 when the mode is given. So my dear students, this was the explanation about mode, how to find mode and how to find missing frequencies when mode is given. We have done question number 1 and question number 3 from exercise 14.2 and one extra question which is not there in your textbook. Now the remaining questions, that is question number 2, 4, 5 and 6 from exercise 14.2, you have to try yourself. As this is very easy method, it will be very much easy for you to do yourself. So that's all for mode in this episode. In the next episode, we will discuss about the third measure of tendency, that is median. How to find median in distributed data. So dear students, till then practice for mean and mode. Before I end, I would say share the videos with your friends and subscribe the channel if you have not yet. At last, I would say keep studying online with Lakshya Education Online.